Ladies and gentlemen, we know with high to moderate confidence from our intelligence community, all 17 to 1,700 agencies, that Trump worked alongside operatives who knew intelligence officials within hostile foreign governments to make sure the country knew that Bernie Sanders was being cheated by infiltrating DNC servers. He took advantage of the fact that Democrats allegedly, possibly, supposedly cheated Bernie Sanders. The knowledge of that was what other adversaries wanted the American people to know. Trump utilized that to gain votes. That type of thing happens all the time in political parties, but you're not supposed to be able to use it if another hostile foreign country decides to take emails showing a socialist Bernie Sanders was, basically railroaded by his own political party. That's wrong. Trump utilized that, and then he also asked the Kremlin for help to obtain Hillary Clinton's 33,000. He's going to get indicted, Trump. Trump will get indicted. But he asked another country, said, hey, help us find Clinton's 33,000 emails that she deleted without government oversight that could have had classified or even top secret intelligence on them. Who knows? He asked them to find the emails that she deleted without government oversight. Okay, who does that? Not who deletes emails. I delete emails. You delete emails, don't you? So then Clinton did the same thing. Okay? She had top secret and special access program intelligence on her servers. Well, she was obviously allowed to do that by President Obama. She was given the green light. It's not that big of a deal. What Trump did was ask another country. Under 18 U.S. Code 371, he conspired and worked with other countries to let us know the corruption within the Democratic Party. But all political parties have corruption. You don't need a person like Trump, the Orange Menace, to ask other countries to inform us of the corruption within the Democratic Party, thus pushing people to vote for anyone opposite of the Democratic Party. That's called undermining democracy. So he asked another country to inform us about Bernie Sanders being cheated, and then he asked another country to inform us about what Clinton was doing, deleting emails without government oversight. And then he asked another country just recently to inform us about Hunter's business practices and quid pro quo and pay-to-play schemes, allegedly, which didn't harm the country and had nothing to do with any official policy, except, for example, his father forcing out a prosecutor, which of course was condoned by everyone, even though as he was telling the story, they said, you don't have the right to do that, doesn't matter. It was totally fine. It was actually a very ethical thing to do because he was fighting corruption by forcing out a prosecutor who was about to investigate potentially his son's work. That's called democracy, and Trump wanted us to find out more about that with the help of a hostile foreign country. Who does that? Bernie Sanders deleted emails and then emails on an email server at a computer repair store. Those things aren't important. It's the fact that Trump wanted us to know utilizing the help of another country. That's the main thing. And then he obstructed official proceedings. And then he, alongside Manafort, alongside Stone, alongside a whole bunch of people, weaved this web of deceit and lies. He was working with the Kremlin the whole time. His tax returns show this. Trump is going to get indicted under 18 U.S. Code 371. Because his tax returns show that he was working alongside the Kremlin and others to undermine U.S. democracy. We know this. He was also elevating his net worth. He was also in New York, inflating the prices of office buildings. This is the type of person we're talking about. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. We're almost at 196,000 subs, and it's because of you, because I tell the truth. Now, under 18 U.S. Code 371, I wrote in the Federalist that McCabe and Comey should be charged under that statute. But you know what? I was wrong. They were given a dossier that Trump could have easily, everything that the Steele dossier said that was apparently made up, Trump could have simply engaged in that activity. Do you think it wasn't beyond a shadow of a doubt that Trump would be in a Moscow hotel room enjoying certain bodily fluids? Do you think that he wouldn't do that? Of course he would. That's an average day for Trump. That's probably how he takes a shower anyway. Okay, do you think that he wouldn't accept help from our adversaries to inform us of the corruption, the massive and rampant criminal activity within the Democratic Party? That's okay. Knowing about it from our adversaries is not okay. And the Lincoln Project people, good people, sure, they were opposed to marriage equality. They made mistakes. Anybody opposed to marriage equality and all of that obviously were despicable people. But you know what? They've redeemed themselves by being against Trump. And not to mention the fact that these Republicans, wonderful, beautiful people like Bill Kristol, not only were against social causes and movements that we, of course, agree with today, but they pushed for never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts and have never been right on any foreign policy decision ever. But you know what? At least they were thinking about national security, unlike Trump, who appeases our enemies, who emboldens everything bad, who removes trust. He tarnishes, he undermines trust in our institutions. Wonderful, beautiful, amazing institutions like the Central Intelligence Agency, who do wonderful things around the world. In Latin America and other Middle East, wonderful things. And so the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, Trump has undermined our institutions, removed trust from very beautiful agencies. And you take James Comey, for example. When Trump was first stepped foot in the Oval Office, the first thing the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation did was say, hey, we have this dossier of unverified allegations against you purchased by Hillary Clinton and the Democratic National Party through a law firm where eventually he got John Durham to indict people. Okay, that's called democracy, because you want to put somebody like Trump on his tippy toes. You want to put him, and you want to make him think that he's always going to be investigated with even his first day in office. That's called democracy. And it was worth a look, okay? And it's very good that social media algorithms silence any misin or disinformation from other countries. Because, like I said, Vladimir wants you to know that Hunter was making money. Do you make money? Well, then you don't have a right to talk, do you? I make money, you make money, Hunter made money. So you know what? Don't talk anymore. You have no right to even say anything. So if Vlad wants us to know that Hunter was making money, so what? The Trump children make money too. They do worse. I mean, it's only a matter of time before Trump Jr. or Eric Trump or Kushner or any of those people have a laptop and leave it in a computer repair store in a drunken stupor, or lose their 38 and put it in a dumpster. Who knows? Hunter is a great child. Unlike the Trump clan, okay, Uday and Qusay Trump, unlike them, they've never did anything right, and they've always committed crimes just like Trump. So, I mean, let's recap the crimes. Stormy, tax returns. He elevated his net worth. Let's see. He went after his political opponents while his political opponents were investigating him through a special counsel. And now he has a special counsel, John Durham, going after the people who set him up and framed him. So what? That was for democracy. And he obviously tried to overturn democracy, and he told people to specifically do bad things like go into offices and take laptops that fateful day. It was a horrible day. That is serious. I'm actually being serious now. That's a terrible, terrible day. Unfortunately, you had every day like that in the summer. And Democrats, well, I mean, you know what? It was for a different cause, different thing, okay? What Trump did was horrible and terrible, and he needs to be indicted. Merrick Garland is going to use 18 U.S. Code 371 because the statute talks about if you conspire to defraud and deceive the American public, which every time he opens his mouth, even to this day, he's saying the same lies. Trump lies all the time. If Democrats lie, it's to further a greater truth. So their lies are okay. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now.